Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns the NBA free agency and a particular former Laker in the conversation for a comeback, if you will, with the Los Angeles Lakers. And that particular person is Lonzo Ball. That's right, guys. Lonzo Ball, the guy who we drafted in 2017, who basically made this channel for me. I mean, this was the creation of this channel because of Lonzo Ball's status and his draft status and just everything that surrounded Lonzo Ball and the Lakers made this channel possible. And, once again, Lonzo Ball is in the conversation now for a return with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, guys, make sure to like all of my social media sites, okay? ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also follow me or subscribe to me on ZSPN. I mean, I also have a podcast called ZSPN on Anchor. It is also on Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Radio Public, and sorry guys, I had to think about it for a minute. I was just talking too fast. Spotify and Breaker. ZSPN podcast is on all of those distributions. It is basically the same content that I give on YouTube, only you can hear me, listen to me on, podcast now, ZSPN. And I'll leave the links to my social media sites and to the ZSPN podcast in the description of this video, so you guys can check out my social media sites and the podcast. And of course, guys, subscribe to the ZSPN channel on YouTube. Now, guys, get it into the Lonzo Ball conversation as him being in the conversation for a return with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, according to Marc Stein, he basically puts out there that the Pelicans don't want to match Lonzo's contract if he gets a contract from some other team, like one of the teams that he's interested of being that he wants to go to is the Chicago Bulls. And for some reason, the LA Clippers is involved in the type of interest in Lonzo Ball, but I think it would be kind of weird if we see Lonzo being part of the LA Clippers. Now, he will be returning home, but, it will be with a different team. And I don't think it's a good fit for Lonzo because of the chemistry that the LA Clippers have with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And, it's just, I just think the best fit, and I think it's sort of like a biased thing of me saying this, but Lonzo Ball going back to the Los Angeles Lakers is the best fit for him. Look, we are looking for a point guard who is a playmaker, okay, who can lead the team to just passing the ball in an elite level, playing the defense in an elite level, which Lonzo Ball did with the Los Angeles Lakers for the past 2 years with the Lakers. He brought that defense, and he was a good floor general. I mean, he just basically was like the Rajon Rondo of the past couple of years that he was with the Lakers. So, that's what Lonzo brought to the table, and I think that he will fit very well. Excuse me. When it's all said and done about him joining the Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, there's another perk to Lonzo's, great game that he brings to the table for the Lakers as well. His shooting. That's right. He improved his shooting for the past almost 2 years now with the New Orleans Pelicans. So, with him improving his shot, which we all expected that he will obviously do for these next couple of years in the NBA. So, with that being said, I just think that he would just fit very well in that notion, giving the ball to LeBron, giving the ball to Anthony Davis, and a plethora of other future Lakers in the free agency market who the Lakers may go after. Players like Carmelo Anthony, and I'm just throwing out names, but if you guys want to know my thoughts and opinions about the potential Lakers that the Lakers will pursue. I'll leave the link probably in the right-hand corner of the video. It will probably pop up as I'm mentioning it. So check that video out. I basically went through the rundowns about a potential signings from certain players, from Carmelo Anthony to just some players that will be a solid player on the Lakers, because due to the Lakers salary cap, it's kind of questionable at the moment, because they can't go after a star for like a 4-year type or 5-year type of contract for like $100 million sort of thing, because the Lakers are hard capped. So they're dealing with that, and they only can give out players some mid-level exceptions and some veteran minimums. Maybe the close bet somewhere around, like when it comes to veteran minimum wise, like $10 million or $5 million, and the mid-level exception somewhere around $15 to $20 million per year. So that sort of range. So the Lakers and Rob Pelinka need to do their homework when it comes to that sort of instance. But bringing up Lonzo Ball into this conversation does kind of secure the Lakers when it comes to their future moving forward. Because, after LeBron, and, I forgot to mention this also, LeBron James mentioned yesterday, I even put out a post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on the community chat on YouTube that, LeBron James wants to be a Laker for life. So he wants to retire as a Laker, and he has maybe like 4 to 5 years left in him to play in the NBA, and he wants to retire as a Los Angeles Laker because, he just respects their organization so much. And why not? Because, the Lakers, they take care of their own. And when it comes to, players who won championships for them, they take care of them very well. I mean, look what they did for Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. They took care of him very well, and I think LeBron James just appreciate that sort of appreciation from an organization that really treats him very well. So just have to put that out there. But if LeBron James decides to retire in the next maybe 4 to 5 years, Lonzo Ball will be built around Anthony Davis as that go-to guy for him. So. And I'm probably just putting up my own preference about it, but there's some people who may say we should go after a player that can be an elite sharpshooter, or be a guy who could just facilitate the ball more than what Lonzo does. But I think, guys, if he's at a different situation with a team that that the team drafted him in, kind of puts into question, or a sort of statement really, of him proving everyone that he got better and he wants to be part of the Los Angeles Lakers for many years to come. And guys, it's just a perfect moment, and I think it's a good moment for Lonzo to return with the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it's just coming from a fan perspective, to be honest with you, because I didn't like the whole idea of the Lakers trading the farm with Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart and a couple of draft picks to get Anthony Davis. But, I'm going to say this again, and, it's kind of defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to say. But, there was no regrets, because, we got Anthony Davis and we won a championship with him. So that's the whole thing about it. And even though I hated to see the young guys leave because they're playing very well, like what we are seeing them now playing to the best of their ability, winning championships is more than anything when it's all said and done for a team that you root for. So, but yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say when it comes to Lonzo Ball. I mean, when it comes to money-wise, I think that he wants to get paid. But if the Lakers offer him like you get $20 million per year for the next 4 years, something like that. So he'd be making around like $80 million, moving forward. Then I think the Pelicans may not accept that particular, not match it, if you will. And there's some talks really out there that maybe another team will be involved if somehow the Lakers want to do a sign and trade type of scenario. with the Pelicans if they want to make a deal happen, if the Pelicans want something in return, because if they let Lonzo just walk and just sign with the Chicago Bulls, for example, they won't get nothing in return. And, if they think about the Lakers and Lonzo wants to say he wants to go to the Lakers, then I think they're going to get some assets and, some benefits when it comes to, getting something for Lonzo. And, I think they need to go that route. And I think if they don't want to get a sign-in trade with the Lakers for, Dennis Schroeder, for example, then maybe another team will be involved for a three-way trade to make a trade happen if somehow it will deliver Lonzo back to the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it will play huge wonders for the Lakers in that sort of instance, and it will help both sides really because of what they want to get. And I just think that if that route goes well, I think it will play perfectly for the Lakers to get Lonzo Ball that way. But sort of remains to be seen. I mean, the free agency market is in August, so August 1st, I believe, or August 2nd. So, sort of remains to be seen of what, Lonzo's decision will be. I mean, there's a lot of speculation that he wants to go to the Chicago Bulls, but at the end of the day, you really had to think about, what the Lakers will offer him. I mean, like I said, the salary cap. The Lakers are dealing very little when it comes to that, and that's why I mentioned the mid-level exceptions, and the veteran minimum is the only way for the Lakers to build the team back where the Lakers want to be championship contenders, and play that route when it's all said and done. And I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions when it comes to the Lonzo Ball rumor reports of him, being in the conversation to join the Los Angeles Lakers again. Do you think it's a good move or you think it's a bad move? I really want to know your thoughts about it. And do you guys agree with my analysis if the Lakers want to do a sign-and trade type of scenario with the Pelicans to get Lonzo? Or do you think, guys, the best fit for him will be the Chicago Bulls because they need a point guard? I mean, obviously the Lakers need a point guard as well, but because, we're not sure about the circumstances of Dennis Schroeder because of the recent comments that he put out. And even the Lakers put out a comment out there saying that, he is not the playmaker type of guy that we were looking for. So that's a whole nother type of, crisis for the Lakers when it's all said and done about him for Dennis Schroeder coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers. So it sort of remains to be seen, guys. And, free agency is just in a couple of weeks. So lots of news are going to be coming out when it comes to the Lakers and potential free agents. And like always, I will deliver you all on this channel about everything that goes down when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions about Lonzo returning to the Los Angeles Lakers possibly. Or do you think, if there's somebody in mind that the Lakers should target that is beneficial for the team and it will be a great fit for the Lakers? I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And what do you think about some other trades? I mean, I even made a video about, potential trade scenarios that the Lakers could do to build around LeBron and Anthony Davis and basically become like, a championship contenders next season with trades like Buddy Hield and Russell Westbrook and Kyle Lowry and even DeMar DeRozan for a sign-and trade type of scenario. So if you guys have any thoughts and opinions about that, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos. Make sure to like all of my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel. And guys, subscribe to the ZSPN podcast on Anchor. I'll leave the link to that into the description as well in this video so you guys can check it out. It is basically the same content that I give on YouTube, only you can hear me on podcasts now. And I really do appreciate if you show me the love, support on those distribution podcasts. My podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Public, and all those great podcasts distributions out there. And I really do appreciate the love support you guys gave me on my channel. And with this news just came up, it just brings back so many memories of how you guys just showed me the love support on my channel when it came to just hearing my thoughts and my opinions about my favorite team in the whole world in the Los Angeles Lakers, and what certain plans and speculations that goes down when it comes to surrounding the Lakers and their players and the coaches and the management. So it's all because of you that I get to do this, and I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me. And I just really can't wait for more videos to come from this channel, from your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.